Mom Show. Hi there, I'm Kristin Cruz. You know, whenever you hear my voice now, it means that your week is almost over and it's almost the weekend. Woo! I love that. The Mom Show every Thursday, 12 to 1, live here at KHTS, your hometown station. It's so much fun being live because we get to have live guests like Melissa Dell, who's in studio right now.
Hello.
Live and local. And we get to talk about exactly what's happening right in our backyard. This is LA-centric, Santa Clarita Valley highlighted mom talk. And I love that. We're for all moms online. You can go to our Facebook page right now at KHTS and talk to us from absolutely anywhere in the world if you have some questions, because I think you're going to have some today. We are talking about how to be your own boss. Mompreneurs, it's the way to go, ladies. Man, I've been on both sides. I've been on all sides of the workforce. I've been on every side that there is, right?
I'm on both right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, you are. I mean, and then we do it all on top of actually taking care of our kids and our husbands. So Melissa, how many kids do you have? Because when I was at your house last, there were like 18 kids.
Okay, so I have 3. Aubrey is 6, Luke is 4, and Ryan is 2. But when you came with all the other kids, my niece, we watched 3 days a week. And so she's 18 months.
Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Oh my God.
It's a lot.
So yeah, there was a lot going on there, Melissa's house. And at the same time, you're also juggling work as we're all trying to figure out how to do that. And a lot of the feedback I've gotten from the Mom Show, when I really want to be a problem solver. I want to find solutions for us. You know, we're an entertainment, infotainment show. At the end of the show today, we've got Kathy Copcutt, the Bel Air mommy, and she is so that name of hers. She blogs at bellairmommy.com. She'll be reviewing the Star movie for us. So she's at all the movie reviews. So we're going to do that, and that's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. And we've got another mompreneur. Oh my gosh. Week. Yes, absolutely. It's one of our traditions as a family is to see a movie on Thanksgiving night because Mom and Dad get to sleep because I'm full, so I get to lean back and sleep. And then we've got another mompreneur on after Melissa, who's going to tell us some really interesting stories about how she went from a traditional job, and actually turned down a pretty big job in what she was trained to do to go out on her own and create a tech company.
That's insane.
That's insane, right?
Yes.
Like, you're crazy. Why would you do such a thing? And she's going to tell us why, and then how she did it and how it's going. Her app that she created has just launched. So I'll tell you about that. It's called Universe. Hers. H-E-R-S. Get it? It's for us ladies. Clever play on words. Universe.
That's what we do. We create play on words all the time. Hello, mompreneur.
Mamarazzi.
Mamarazzi.
You know, we're talking about
Guilty.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Because, you know, we should have our own mom dictionary. You know, with all like the mommy terms that only we kind of get.
A momtionary.
Yeah. What? No way.
I don't know. I don't know if that one will fly.
You know, I think this sleepiness that you're having, your mommy sleepiness, is working for you. You're like
Apparently,
creative.
it's just like, let's go.
You're popping out. And Melissa was just telling me that, you know, we get sleep deprived as moms. And I think some of my best work is when I'm sleep deprived.
I think so too, because I wake up, it's like you never know when you have to be on. Like it could be at 1 a.m, you wake up, you got to take care of the kid. Could be 3 a.m, 4 a.m. And now my youngest is finally sleeping through the night.
Congratulations!
Yay!
Big moment.
And I am more exhausted than ever. I just don't understand. I think because I'm actually getting very good REM sleep every single night.
Oh my
gosh. I don't think my body knows how to do that. It's been 6 years.
It's so unfair. Your body's like, wait, what is this?
Don't know.
You know, we just can't win.
No.
What the, you know, really? Well, I'm so glad you're here, and you look beautiful, and I love your dress.
Thank
You're
you.
so
It's
fresh
for family photos
and pretty.
next week.
Oh, are you doing family photos next week?
Every year.
Oh my gosh. And how do you do your family photos? Do you actually hire a photographer? Do you guys set it?
One of my friends out here, Becca Rio, she has taken pictures of our family since my daughter was 1. I like to piece together coordinating, not matchy outfits.
Okay, but and coordinating in the same theme.
Yes, this year I went very bold. If you're watching us live, like this is a very springy attire.
It is. It's very colorful.
And I'm just gonna rock that with my family.
Good job. I love it. The colors are bright, pinks, blues.
Everyone's got bright color. My youngest is gonna be wearing the teal colored shorts.
Oh, how cute is that? And that's your Christmas card every year?
Yes, but this year it might be a Happy New Year card. I'm not gonna lie. I've done that before.
We can all relate to that. Whoops. Delete on my saved
New
file.
Year's.
Happy New Year. Totally. Well, I can't wait to get my card.
I have to get your address.
I can't.
though.
Yes, you
Yeah.
should mail it here to the station. We'll put it on the wall.
Well, then I'll send 2.
Okay.
I think we usually send one to Carl and Jerry.
You do?
I'm pretty sure.
All right, then I'll just take a picture of theirs and take it home with me. So, Melissa, it sounds like you've got a pretty good system down. I've always felt like, and I've met Melissa through kind of mommy events that we've gone to before.
Do you know actually the first time you reached out to me?
No.
I was pregnant with Luke and now he's 4, and you randomly followed me on Twitter, and I went downstairs to my husband. I said, oh my goodness, Kristin Cruz followed me on Twitter. I should write her. And he said, okay. And then I did. And then after that, we met at the different, I think it was
the Pregnancy Awareness Month,
Pregnancy
right?
Awareness. And that was when I was still very much pregnant with him.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So it's 4 years. Happy 4-year anniversary.
Friendiversary. It's a mama-versary.
A mama, there's another word. Add it to the, we have paper. Let's
We
write
have to write
down.
this down. Our brilliant ideas. Oh, that is so sweet. And ever since we've been running into each other at all these blogger
And now
events.
you're up here?
And now I'm up here. My coast show ended. My family moved up to Santa Clarita Valley.
You became a true suburban mom.
Oh my gosh, I so did. And I mean, but like, how long did it take me to not be able to stay away from a microphone? I mean, seriously.
No. I'm like, oh, here she popping up again.
Sorry.
Yeah, hey, don't say sorry, not sorry.
There are still people that miss Kim, okay? There's still people that are like, what happened to Mark and Kim? Like, I don't know how long I'm going to have to apologize for that one. So, Melissa, I'm glad we became friends. And now we're in the same, we can be like real
neighbors.
friends. We're
Yes.
real life friends.
Your daughter is obsessed with my cat.
She is. She actually
I almost brought you a photo for her.
Last time we were at your house, she's like, I can't go in because you're bathing the kids. She couldn't go inside. And she was like, well, just can you tell the cat hello for me? I'm like, You want to give me a note for him? I don't know. It was really cute.
It was cute.
She loves your house. Well, your house is a lot of fun. It's filled with love. It's filled with energy. And I feel like that just comes from you. You are just so much fun to be around.
Thank you.
And this is why, I mean, people are attracted to, I think, who's selling them stuff, not just because of the stuff, but because of the person behind it. I think that's really important.
That's how you, I think, get the loyalty and the continued customers.
Yep. And that's a big component. And we'll be talking about that when we talk more about mompreneurship, knowing who you are, what your story is. Yeah, I think it's really important, and how you present yourself.
Yes.
So Melissa Dell sells Scentsy. And this is just one of the many things that I think you do. I'm pretty sure.
I'll be honest. I have cut down. I started my entrepreneurial journey right after I got married in 2008. I started creating wedding cake toppers that I covered with crystals. I made my own for my wedding. I was cheap, got it done. And then from there, learned how to kind of develop a business sense and different kinds of things. Because you can't just, I mean, anyone can start a business, but it's having longevity that's a little bit different.
Right.
We did that. Then my husband and I decided to try a cloth diapering company.
Did you? I skipped that. I missed that one.
That was before I met you.
Okay.
It was when Aubrey was a baby. We cloth diapered her.
Okay.
So we did that for a bit, and then tried to set it up as a direct sales model. Didn't work out, but that was fine. You take something from everything.
Yeah.
Blogging, that's how I met you.
Right.
And now with Scentsy, it's kind of, every journey that I've embarked on, it's taking a little bit from the past and adding it to the new one. And I've really, I've self-sabotaged myself in a lot of ways, and I feel like that's just how women do. Where you you can't do this.
Okay, yeah, and I swear we get to this point with every single successful mom that we talk to. There was a point where they're like, "Forget it. I'm not going to be able to do this," because you're comparing yourself to other people.
Yes.
You're looking around you and thinking they're already doing this. They're doing it so much better than me.
Or
they had my
what
idea.
You hear in direct sales, it's saturated.
It's saturated.
It's saturated.
You hear that a lot. You hear that a lot in a lot of industries. And even as an actor on the radio, you would hear that a lot too. Oh, that area is saturated.
But people are still working.
Yeah, because guess what? There's more than just Coke and Pepsi on the shelves. And who thought we would need another singing competition show? And then here comes The Voice.
Yes.
And it was huge.
And they're all a little bit different. They add their own spin to it. And so, as I've gone through now, I've decided in order for me to be successful, I need to put most of my energy into one thing. So even blogging has taken a back seat. I'm enjoying it more just for our family recaps, which is what it started at, 7-8 years ago. And I feel like as moms, we go through that cycle too, where you realize you spread yourself out. I need to meet all the moms in preschool and kindergarten. And then you kind of this is too much. And you cut back down and you get focused on things. And then, you get to enjoy your family more.
How did Melissa look at all these things you were dabbling in and decide which fat to cut? Like, how do you decide which ones to let go? Because each one of them are like your little babies.
They are. My husband had a huge role in that. John. For a while, John is always like, when you add something else, you need to take something away. And when I added Scentsy on, I was pregnant with my third. I know.
Yeah.
But he was so right.
He is right.
And he's listening, so he knows.
Hey, John.
He just picked up our daughter from school. And so he always said, to cut back. And when I was starting Scentsy, I was kind of like, well, I really want to do this, but I still like blogging and I still like my wedding cake toppers and all this stuff.
Right.
And that was the first time he did not say cut back. He said, just try it and see how it goes. And so that just kind of grew.
See, Ben, we listen. We
do.
really listen to what you say.
They know
It's true.
we listen. It's the other way around.
That's true. Maybe we gotta work on that.
I know.
But yes, we do, and we take that to heart. And you and I think we both have husbands that are very level-headed.
Yes.
Yes. Thank goodness, because we're cuckoo, and they
Could
kind of.
you imagine if there was like a husband and a
like
wife
two
version of us?
No, that's scary. Like
We would not be here right now. We would be like, wandering around the streets
I'd
trying
be
to figure out
locked
what
up.
to do. Huh?
Yeah, it would not work.
What do we do?
But our husbands are level-headed, and we go to them and go, okay, so this is what we're doing. And bless them. Bless their hearts. They don't ever want to hurt our feelings
No.
or dash our hopes. But when they
And he has such a knack for saying things. Like when my very first summer after I started doing Scentsy, and I was at when I was talking about self-sabotage, I was like, I think I'm going to try something different. And I wanted to like spread and add something else on. He's like, if you just keep going and stop worrying about, but he's like, you worry about the success. And so you stop.
I'm only saying that because my husband says the exact same thing to me.
Could you imagine if they met each other?
They should meet.
They should meet.
They should go to a Laker game.
Well, he just tell him to start working on calling in again.
Yeah, my husband likes to win tickets on sports radio. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, okay, so that's true because I don't know if it applies to you, but it resonates with me completely. If I would just stick with the thing that I picked to do.
Imagine how much success you could shorten your time frame in. Instead of spending like 2 or 3 years trying to get to one level, if you really put more effort into that one and don't be afraid of the success, we'd all be like, awesome.
And what is it about the success that we're afraid of?
I don't know.
I need to smell this.
I know.
I need to take
that. Is a
moment.
mixture of pumpkin roll and welcome home. Very spiced.
It smells like if Cinnabon crashed into like a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks.
But without the calories.
No carbs. Yes. I love him. I'm taking him with me. Okay. So it just makes me feel better. I want to eat it, but I know,
you can't eat
I know I
that,
can't.
I mean,
which
you
is
could.
perfect.
You won't hurt yourself. I mean,
it's all natural.
Well, it's not natural, but it's non-toxic. Like our owner has eaten these to demonstrate that if you accidentally ingest it, it's okay.
No way.
Yeah, he did it.
That's awesome. I saw that in a movie once. I didn't think people really did it.
Some people are crazy like that.
But crazy good.
Yeah.
Melissa Dell here on the Mom Show with us, and we're talking about being a mompreneur, working for yourself, how to cut down all your wild ideas and focus. And hers landed with Scentsy, and this is really where you've excelled. Mm-hmm. So when it comes, let's talk a little bit about Scentsy. Actually,
okay.
now that I'm smelling how good it is in here, it's so Christmassy and holiday happy in here right now. So we've got Scentsy in front of us, but it's not burning.
No,
I was just going to say we have Scentsy burning, but it's not.
No, it's not.
What is Scentsy? For goodness sakes, I see cars sometimes driving around with like a thing on it.
I have one. I have a lot of Scentsy sisters that live out in Santa Clarita. They have
sisters.
Scentsy sisters.
Yeah.
Scentsy sisters and misters. I don't have any misters on my team, but
that's awesome.
We have them.
Sounds fun.
So it's home fragrance, and it started off with one thing, and it's kind of evolved. We have bath bombs now. I forgot to bring one to show you. But
yes,
I mean,
you did
it's
forget.
just adding fragrance into any aspect, but as safely as possible. Mm-hmm. So our warmers use light bulbs to melt, and they're not very hot. Like you can't. Well, if you're on the radio, you can't hear.
I'll
but
touch it.
No, touch in here. This is the wax.
Oh, the wax. This is where the smell comes from.
Yeah, that's the hot
smell-inator?
wax. The hot wax with air quotes.
Oh, okay.
See, it's not hot. Like, so if a little kid is touching that, but a little kid touching a candle with flame and that wax is very hot.
My kids would love to touch this because look, now I can play with it.
I know you
But
can peel it off your finger like glue when you're in elementary
it's
school.
always fun. Just don't eat the glue.
Yeah.
So you can touch it. It's definitely hot. Like I think my kid would touch it once and go, I don't really want to touch that again.
But not burn themselves. I've had that happen. Not with candles, but with hands touching something way too hot and like burning.
Oh my
getting red.
goodness!
It's
Well,
not bad. It's a mom moment.
in full disclosure, and we all have the mom moments.
Yeah.
I once gifted, and nothing against candles. I think candles are fabulous, but you have to be responsible, and maybe
And you have to blow them out.
not have kids. Yeah. And I actually gave one to a boss of mine when I was working at a record label, and she. Oh gosh, I wonder if the investigation is over by now. Probably. So I don't think I'm safe to say this. But anyhow, we were in the CNN building, and she left it on when we all left for Christmas break,
Oh no.
and a fire ensued.
See? You
And
have
the
to be
sprinklers went off, and news doesn't sleep. So CNN, which was the floor below us, was still there. Oh, we have CNN News at the top of the hour. That's hilarious. And all their sprinklers and all their computers and everything were doused because I gave her a lit, old-fashioned fire candle, and she left it on. And
Yeah,
I'm
so
not kidding
Scentsy
you.
is safe for workplaces, schools. Well, I mean, I know schools have regulations with having stuff
Sure,
plugged
check
in.
with your
That's
school.
why we have the battery-operated one now that a teacher can put by them and get rid of all the kid stink, because I hear from the teachers that after recess is one of the worst times in the classrooms.
Really?
Especially with the kids that are in like 5th, 6th grade, where they kind of like, we know
Yes.
at home they don't want to shower.
Yes.
But now imagine there's like 30 of them.
Yeah.
And they don't want to shower, and then they all come back from PE.
And they're not your kid.
No.
There's like a difference when it's somebody else. I'm sorry. But
And it's not like at a workplace where they can pass a memo around about personal hygiene and all that stuff. They're not going to pay attention to that.
That's a really good idea. You know what? This would also be good in my car after school. My kids love to take their shoes off immediately. They're
Oh,
a bunch of
that's
hippies. And they want to be immediately. And oh my gosh, my window, as soon as they get in, the windows go down. I'm like, I can't breathe. It smells so
Well,
bad.
it's a good thing you live in Southern California where you don't have to worry about snow falling in
Right?
every time.
I
you pick
can
them up.
clear that out as fast as I can, and this Scentsy could help. Now, we get that the great thing is there's no flame, so it's flameless. You're not going to burn yourself. Your kids aren't going to hurt yourself. Right there, it's good for moms, like off the bat. But what is actually scenting the air?
It is, if you're watching us live, it is fragrance wax. It is made out of the same type of food grade wax that they dip apples in. That's why it's safe. Like if a kid
okay.
accidentally, well, my niece licked it the other day, but not on my duty.
Don't. Oh no.
But it's just food grade. So you're only inhaling the fragrance and the oils that they use. Some of it is natural fragrances. Some of it is synthetic, depending upon what they're trying to accomplish and to keep the price point
See
down.
why she licked it.
I know.
Man.
I think she licked the one that was called Christmas Cottage, which is cinnamon and a little bit of cranberry.
I want to eat this stuff.
Don't though.
So what you're saying? So in a nutshell, though, oh, look how cute that packaging
Or a
is.
clamshell. That's what this is
Oh
called.
no, in a clamshell.
See, you can hear it open.
Oh, freshness.
I know.
But what? So in a clamshell, whatever I am breathing in this lovely scent, it's not bad.
No.
It's not bad for me. It's not bad for the kids.
And
Touching it
there's
isn't
no
bad.
Soot, no.
And no soot.
No soot.
And then you've heard about those wicks that are in candles that are being like there's some sort of petroleum on there that's burning.
Well, if you look at anywhere, if someone has like a sconce on the wall and they put the tapered candles in it, if you look at the wall, there is black behind there.
Right.
Okay, so now imagine you're at home and you have them lit all around. It looks so pretty and they're flickering and stuff, but you're inhaling all that same stuff that's sticking to your walls.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah, but I know some people really like the aesthetic of the flickering candles, and there are so many of the fake ones that run on battery operated. So you could just have those out on your
Agreed.
table centerpiece for Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah.
Because those don't give off any scent at all.
Yeah, and then you have your Scentsy hidden around, and there's gorgeous designs. You already liked this one.
As
It's
soon
our
as she
color
took this
inside.
out.
We have the same color for our branding.
I just
Mine
changed
is
my
teal
branding
also.
to mint
Yeah,
green teal, which is
Yeah.
her color too. And this too, Scentsy.
got my
See, it was meant to be.
I know.
So now we know what Scentsy is. If anybody wanted to buy this, and I want some stuff, I want to get it from you because you're a
Yes.
friend.
Thank you.
Yes. So how?
And
do
that's
we-
how direct sales works, is relationships, and you're helping
true.
someone directly as opposed to shopping somewhere online, and it kind of
Right.
fizzles through the CEO and the district managers and all of that
Right,
stuff.
exactly. And all of the money that they're spending on advertising and marketing and packaging and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
You're paying for all of that when you buy it in the end. So
Yeah.
we should shop local, shop small.
Always, yes.
So if we can then, so what's your, how do we get it from
My
you?
website, if you go to buywix.com, which is BYE, get it by
Bye-bye, Wix.
Wix, WICS.com. That will route you to my Scentsy website.
Oh.
But if you're local to Santa Clarita, if you just search, and I believe that Cody linked it to our live.
Yes.
If you search by Wix, Valencia or whatever, it'll pop up with my page because I like to help out customers and let them know if their order would qualify for free porch pickup, and then that way they don't have to pay shipping.
Oh, I want that.
Well, yeah, you know where my porch is, so.
I can go to her porch. We could come here and get it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we could just,
we could have like a big Scentsy party here.
But not
Hand
when you're working,
cream.
because you might just be like,
No,
oh, this looks
that's
great.
true.
I'll take this home.
I'll shop
Yeah.
anytime. This, and now you have some hand cream. We don't have time to talk about all of this.
No,
there's
but
a lot
basically
more.
anywhere in your life that you would, this is a book I was going to talk about for those indirect sales.
When we're going to come back, when we come back after the break, real quick, I do have questions about for those of you in direct sales. She's going to help you with a couple of things. I always want to ask my guests what books inspire you, what people inspire you, what are the couple of things that you just couldn't get successful without having learned. And so those are the key points that I want to be able to pass on to you. But so while we have this wonderful smell, and I'll put on some Scentsy hand cream.
There you go.
I might as well. My hands are dry. This weather's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Okay, but at least we're full swing holidays here at KHTS. I'm very excited about the decorations around
It's
here.
gorgeous in here.
Yes. So if
I
you-
haven't decorated yet. We're doing that next weekend.
Okay, good.
You know, when the kids are off school.
Yes.
Into
Oh, that's-
everything. They help
Oh,
a little bit.
They help, air
They
quotes.
help, and then I finish helping at nap time when they're all asleep.
You re-help the tree?
I do.
Yes, that's always fun after they go to sleep. I'll totally get that. Well, if you're following me on Instagram Live at Kristin Cruz, or you're following any of our Periscope channels like mine on Twitter, we've been going behind the scenes so you can see that while we take a quick break. And when we come back, Melissa Dell with Scentsy, our mompreneur of the hour, will help us with some tips to help your success, the things that she just couldn't live without. We'll share that next on The Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Don and Gino here. So we know you want to have fun learning about real estate and finance. You're going to want to tune in this Saturday, 9 a.m. to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220, where we have some hot topics, as always, guiding you to personal and financial wellness. And that's right, you don't want to miss it. So again, this Saturday, 9 a.m., and then we replay it online Sunday, 9 a.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Join us.
Do you like to rock across Africa?
Then the wait is over.
Africa Rocks! Africa's Greatest Hits is now available at the San Diego Zoo! And who could forget 99 red baboons?
Or the African crested porcupine smash hit, I Got Quills to Pay the Bills. Hey, don't get too close.
And the hits keep on coming!
Africa Rocks has all your favorites from 6 different African habitats.
Hungry like a leopard!
Ibex is back.
Harder, better, Fossa stronger!
And a new track from Kendrick Lamar.
Now, Larry,
Yes, Chuck?
a collection of this magnitude, I'd fly to Africa!
Well, don't pack your bags, friend. Africa Rocks is only available right here at the San Diego Zoo.
Wow, that really does rock.
No, it Africa Rocks.
Welcome to Africa Rocks. Experience 6 different African habitats, including our first ever aquatic enclosure with African penguins. Only at the San Diego Zoo.
It's time to put the pedal to the metal. I'm Alan Taylor, host of The Drive, your source for all things auto. Broadcasting from the Peterson Automotive Museum every Saturday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. right here on KHTS. Brought to you by your friends at Galpin Motors.
Hey Dodgers fans, check out the KHTS website at hometownstation.com. Get the latest news and sports happenings in our Santa Clarita Valley, find out more about KHTS shows and our on-air features, plus receive incredible discounts with our restaurant rose certificates. That's hometownstation.com.
Your hometown station, KHTS.
There. It's The Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz on KHTS, your hometown station, and our podcasts are archived on hometownstation.com. Please check them out. We have amazing guests on this show, like Melissa Dell, sitting right next to me in studio live if you're on Facebook.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Melissa. We've got the air blowing now, so we're having a Beyonce moment,
It
right?
is. I'm like, I just turned my head and I can
Music
like start
videos.
doing the hand jive or whatever.
Woo. So we are just in the place, and then now it's like wafting up all of this beautiful Scentsy smell that I have going on here. It is so nice. So lastly, we're going to wrap up with Melissa. We talked about Scentsy. We talked about how to be your own boss at home. Moms rewind, go back and listen to that. This is direct sales.
Yes.
But there's something that I asked Melissa and that I asked my mompreneurs. What's the book you absolutely recommend reading, or the mentor or person, the experience or event that you just absolutely can't live without as a mompreneur?
So I think if you're in direct sales or if you're blogging or whatever your industry is in, you need to invest in yourself and go to conferences that are local.
Okay.
And touch base if it's something more broad like blogging where there's so many different types. Finding out from those that you trust what is worth your time and your money, because it's a time commitment. Kid away from home, the spouse has to help take care of things. So I would recommend that, and always never stop learning. Basically, you want to make sure with any industry you're in that you're always working hard to either stay up on social media to know what's the best way to interact with your customers, in yourself, in your products, anything like that. You just want to stay in the learning mode.
Yes.
If
always.
you become an expert, then you need to go move on to something else.
I think it's always interesting when people do call themselves experts at things. And I'm wondering, did you do the 10,000 hours that Malcolm Gladwell talks about in The Tipping Point? Like, how do you qualify as I'm an expert now? Like,
well,
how do you
and
check
everything
that
is
box?
changing. So if you become an expert on Facebook today, by next week you'll be not.
Exactly. So this book is something that you recommend.
Yes. So I am in conjunction with Never Stop Learning. I am in a group that our highest level of one of our Scentsy people is doing with a small handful of us. It is work. I will let you know ahead of time that if you are going to purchase this book, you better be ready to do the work, because this, I know. Can
we say that on the radio? I'm from
I won't say
Coast.
some of the other words in here. It's a little vulgar at times with some of the profanity, but it's called Get Over Your Damn Self, and it is by Romy Neustadt, Neustadt.
Okay.
But the reason why I say you have to do the work is because this is going to push you outside your comfort zone and really be that kind of like smack in the face of, if you want to move forward, you got to do it. Anyone can read a book, but if you don't apply it, then you just wasted $10, $12 on Amazon or whatever.
Right.
On a paperweight.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
you have to do it.
It looks great on the side of my bed, on my bedside
I look
table.
so smart.
I
Look
look
at
like
these
I
books I read and I do
much.
it. But I think this book for anyone in direct sales, she is in direct sales and wrote this book as a she doesn't really
looks
reference what
familiar.
company she's in, but I had to Google her to figure it out. But it is definitely something that's going to push you to the next level. One of my girlfriends who's also in direct sales, I told her to buy this, and she started reading it. She's like, I really like it. I said, yes, but it's the book that you love to hate, because it's going to make you do stuff. I'm almost done with it. It's so much information. Like,
everybody needs that girlfriend, though, that pushes them out of their comfort zone.
and this is her. It's just in a book, but still, like,
she's in San Diego, by the way, so she's local. So I love that. I love finding local inspiration. I love shopping local. If we can keep it in our bubble, I'm super happy. So this is the no BS blueprint to building a life-changing business. Melissa, this is great information. And then that's your Scentsy information, right? You're going to leave that with us.
Yeah, because you're going to look through it, because you're going to do Christmas shopping and support a local mom. Yeah.
Local businesses, local moms. That's what we're all about. It's the Mom Show on KHTS. Melissa Dell, thank you so much for being live in the studio with us, making it smell so good in here,
I know.
and sharing your story about direct sales and being in business for yourself. It's inspiring. I really appreciate you. I'd love to have you back on again sometime.
Oh, I'm right around the corner.
That's
so
true.
I'm good.
I know where her
Literally.
porch is.
Yeah.
So I can always check in with you there. Thanks so much. Now, can you hang out for a little bit, or do you need to go pick up the kids?
No, I am
John's
not
dealing
on
with
pickup duty yet.
Yes. All right, good, because you're going to join us now while we have another one of our guests come on the show. And, still another local mom in the San Fernando Valley, not quite local enough to make it up here in the studio, but she's on the phone with us, Natasha Soleil. And she is the founder of Universe. Remember we were talking about that before? It's a play on words, as moms love to do.
Yes.
We're wordsmiths, you guys. We love it. Men are visual. We love words. Natasha's on the line. How are you, Natasha? Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, I guess
here.
it's still morning. I mean, technically, when vacation starts to roll around, it's morning all day long. I like to be in my pajamas as long as possible. Natasha has a couple of kids in the valley. Are they on winter break yet, or I guess it's not winter break? It's Thanksgiving break.
No, so it starts on Monday, and we have the whole week off.
Listener, she's like, she's white knuckling it like it starts Monday.
It starts Monday.
I can make it.
I'm already scheduling things to do with them.
Okay.
But it's tough when you're launching a business, because it really works with your schedule.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to wake up early in the morning around 5 o'clock to do all my business calls and emails. And then I can have a flexible day to be with the kids.
Oh, my goodness. Me, lady.
It is tough.
Oh my gosh. Well, and here's the thing. Natasha has had success in other industries before she started her own tech company. And I think that as moms, we get to a certain point in our life where we have had those successes. We can check off certain boxes. We have a resume of things that we've accomplished. But at some point, things change, especially after we have kids. Maybe our focuses change, our passions change. We realize we aren't being fulfilled. And quite honestly, we just don't have the time for the junk anymore, like the BS. Like our patience is like zero, right?
And energy. Patience and energy.
Patience and energy. And those are hot commodities. Natasha, by the way, you heard while you were on hold. We're still on with Melissa's in studio with me here. So, Natasha, you decided to make a total switch from your very successful career in PR and your very successful career in producing and started your own app. What in the world were you thinking, lady? That sounds crazy. With no tech experience.
Well, and it's so much work just to create a company, to incorporate yourself, and have a concept and start creating a flow map of how it's going to work, this app that you have in your mind. So it's a tough decision to make. I think the biggest reason I started my app is just to have that flexibility to be with my kids and work at the same time.
Right.
And in the tech industry, it's similar to the film industry where it's really long hours. So I wouldn't be coming home before 8 o'clock or 9 if I would have gone back to my career.
There you go.
And so those were main reasons why I started my own company. And the Universe app, it's just, I would walk into my friend's home and say, oh, it smells so good here. What did you do? Oh, I made some homemade candles, or she made a spray for her couch with essential oils.
Who are these people?
And so I was trying to remember all this great stuff that she's making.
Right.
And she didn't have a way to send it to me. So maybe on Facebook or by email or a long text.
Yeah, which we always forget to send.
The idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how I came up with the idea. So it's an app that makes it super easy while you're cooking in the kitchen and you want to share a recipe with your girlfriend. Take photos while you're cooking and share a step-by-step tutorial. And that's all it does. It's very simple.
It's a very simple concept, but it's,
we need simple.
We do need simple. We need simple, easy, fast. Don't bother me with all the other stuff. In fact, nothing against Pinterest, my friends. I love myself some good Pinterest, and I have like 8 billion things pinned that I've never done or bought that I've always wanted on my Pinterest page. But it's big and cumbersome and lumbering and I just need fast and easy. Plus, my circle of friends, it's kind of, I feel like, and tell me if you feel the same way, Natasha, but it's kind of bounced back how for a while we wanted to reach as many people as possible, like just shoot out our information to billions of people. And now I feel like there might be a pendulum swing where we just want to connect better with kind of a smaller circle of friends that we have or family we have. We don't want to connect bigger. We want to connect better. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. And so with Universe, which I love that name, it's right on the phone. It makes it easy. And it makes me think like, oh, I've wanted that recipe from my mother-in-law for those cookies. I've wanted to share what I made at my kids' school fair with my sister-in-law. And this makes it easier to connect with those people and be creative. It's so smart, darn it, Natasha. I don't know how I didn't think of it.
Well, and also I show up at the school to pick up the kids, and one mom is talking about what she's doing for Thanksgiving next week.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, well, I want to do the same,
Yeah.
So it's an easy way for her when she logs into the app. She can pick whatever category she wants. It could be food, it could be home decor, it could be fashion, and I also have a kids tab. So if you're doing crafts with kids over Thanksgiving or the holidays,
yes, I need that.
You can share those. Yeah, because we want to keep them busy while we're all eating dinner, hey? And they sit down for about 5-10 minutes and that's it. So
that's right.
Just a great little ideas you can do. And so when you log into the app, and you could browse around, and then there's a pink plus button at the bottom, and that's your post button. And you can decide what category you want, and then we have subtopics. And then when you're ready to post, you say, well, is it a DIY project or is it a recipe? And the template will change for you. So if it's a DIY project, you can list all your supplies, and your instructions, where a recipe will be prep time, cook time, and so it takes you step by step on how to share your content. And it's your personal content. Like Pinterest, it's all these people you don't even know, right? But this is a chance that you can do something for yourself and share it with among your own friends.
So you pick who you're sending this to.
Right.
Okay.
There are two ways to do it, right? You can either send it publicly or allow it to be accessed publicly, or you can just send it to your people.
Can you add a rating on the DIY crafts of if it's possible with 3 kids chasing after you?
That's next.
Well, there's no rating system yet.
We need to add on the next upgrade.
Yeah.
So on the next upgrade, I definitely want to add the rating, and you'll be able to add a video if you want to add like a 30-second video of how to mix a special sauce. So we're going to add all those things, and it's also good for any moms listening today. If you have a business, you want to promote it, share a recipe, and then link to your business. I would love to feature them.
Yeah, see, that's
every
true.
day I feature someone new. Yeah.
That's a great way for this organic kind of way to reach out to. We were talking about direct sales. It's about relationships and actually feeling like you're friends with the person who's selling you something. You're more likely to buy it from them, and you're more likely to keep buying from them if you have that loyalty factor. This is a great way to connect on a really personal level. That is one of the reasons why I love radio so much, is because I don't think there's anything more personal than talking to somebody in their car when it's just me and you. It's just the person driving the car and me. So this is...
and it's a great recommendation, but it's also, how do you use that product? If you're promoting a product to me, or you're recommending someone, at least I know something constructive to make it, Yes. I can make a recipe, I can make a craft with the kids, something cool, and it's not pushy in any way. It's just a recommendation, like, hey, if you want to do this DIY, you can go to Michael's and get all the supplies over there. That's where I got them, So you're not really promoting that company, or they're not paying you, but it's a friendly recommendation if you want,
You're so funny to me, Natasha, because this is you're just, first of all, you're hilarious. But, as we were talking about Natasha's background, which is she's got this huge PR background in the industry, and she's actually got also a radio and media background that's just ridiculous success stories that I wish we had an hour to share with you, but we'll have to get Natasha's book about herself that she hasn't written yet, that I think she should.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Well, we were talking the other day, chatting about how you turned down a big job, a big offer that could have brought you that stable office income, and instead decided to pivot and just launch an app that you've never done before, never worked in an app company. Okay, so here's what we need to know. The takeaway from you is, first of all, how do you choose that is the passion you're going to go for? How did you know it should be that instead of, a dozen other things that you could do really well? How do you choose that that's the one you're going to dedicate yourself to?
I think for me, because I worked in tech, I worked in entertainment, the moment I get a job somewhere, and it could be so much money, I could have that dream house that I want, the big yard and a pool. It's a big decision because I'm using all my savings. I had to get credit cards, incorporate myself just to start this app. And I have a team of 5 people that work with me right now. So we're a growing company.
And you're floating it all. It's all you. You haven't gotten your investors yet. You haven't done your rounds.
No. And I don't want any advertisers yet. I feel like it's better to build. I built the app. This is the first version. If you're interested to work with me, we can partner, or we could collaborate, or you could buy me out. But, the idea is, do I want to build this for myself? And I think because of my background in the corporate world, I've given so many of my wonderful ideas, and they're the ones getting the award, or the big check, or the promotion. And I got burned. And so I said, the next idea I make, it's going to be for myself.
Amen,
and
sister.
It's such a tough path, especially when you have kids. You want to spend as much time with them, but you need to make income and
an identity.
I'm an artist.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm an artist, and the mobile phone is my canvas.
I love that.
And I did.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, I love to paint, and now I feel like dealing with the programmer, the user interface designer, all these people to create this app, it's like making a huge painting, and it's finally hanging on the wall. And I'm so proud of myself, but now it's odd because I was a publicist, yet I'm so shy to talk about myself. So I'm just now, this is my first interview, I'm just now getting it out there.
Natasha, I know we are getting on the ground. We're getting in on the ground floor of Natasha's tech company too. So I wish we could buy stocks. If we could, I would do it because this is something I absolutely believe in. This is going to work.
Thank you so much.
With the support of moms.
It's tough when you're a mom, right?
Yeah. Well, are you kidding? Anything's tough. Getting time for a shower is tough as a mom, and let alone building an app. But Natasha, you've done it, and we're so excited for you. UNIVHERS, UNIVHERS is the name of the app. Go on the App Store, your appstore.com/UNIVHERS, or just, open your phone, go to the App Store.
And if it's that logo, it's a pink U.
Yes, with a little heart.
Because that's how I have to identify stuff, is what does the icon look like?
Fast, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a bright pink U, and then there's the black and pink underneath that says UNIVHERS. Thank you. That is really good. And then when you get it, you are just going to have so much fun on it. It's new, it's building, but that's what we're doing together. We're building a community together online supporting moms who are starting their own businesses. And I can't think of anything better. Natasha, before you leave us, I need to know from you real quick. We have about 1 minute.
Yep.
Are there any books or mentors or radio shows or events or speakers that you would absolutely recommend to another mompreneur to give themselves an education before they step out and do their own thing? Or if they want to take their business to the next level?
To take your business to the next level, because I'm such a busy mom and corporate mom, I don't really have time to read books. I read articles online.
Okay.
I just read the news constantly. And I try to find in your work, whatever work you're in, whatever career path you have, find the leaders in your path. So I'm following tech ladies, So I follow women in tech, women in entertainment. Those are my inspirations. And it's very hard to go out, but I get my husband and say, hey, I have an event to go tonight, And I usually find these events through Meetup or Women in Technology or Women in Entertainment. And, just start going out at least twice a week to these events, these networking events. I think that's the best thing to do. And then meet your leaders and the people to inspire you there. And usually there's other women that will take you under their wing and say, let me help you or let me make an introduction for you,
That is the difference
so
with
that's
women.
my best recommendation.
It can be. We need those mentors in that organization. I think that we need more organization with that, but mentors are a big deal, and that's brilliant.
I wish I could recommend a book, but you know what? Between the kids, by 9:30, I'm so exhausted.
I get it. I know, but that is a really good tip. On Twitter, if you didn't know, you can make lists. Check it out. Maybe I'll do a little tutorial, but I have lists of inspirational people that I follow on Twitter, whether it's money people, journalists, what's happening in Hollywood.
Exactly.
Find your industry, make a list, follow those people. Like Natasha was saying, find the leaders in your industry and study them. Follow them, stalk them. No, but keep a distance, safe distance.
Safely stalk them.
Yes.
Yeah, and most of the time they're very friendly, and they will definitely answer questions if you need guidance.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
that, for me, it's better than reading a book right now because of my busy lifestyle. It's easier to send an email to someone that inspires me and say, what do you think about this? Or what path should I take?
Natasha Soleil, I absolutely agree with you. Founder and CEO of UNIVHERS. Please check it out on the App Store and check it out online at univhers.com. Natasha, we're going to follow you on social media and keep up with what you're doing because you're one of the leaders in your industry, and we want to know what you're up to next. Thanks so much for calling into the Mom Show.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
How smart is a Century 21 Troop real estate agent? They have more brain power than a barrel full of Einsteins and the gentle wisdom of a monk. They know Santa Clarita, your neighborhood, and they might even know your mom, so watch your language. They can simplify, multiply, and leap tall mountains of paperwork in a single bound. Plus, they know where to find the best cup of joe. This is who they are, this is what they do. Call Century 21 Troop Real Estate at 661-705-0700. That's 661-705-0700. Century 21 Troop Real Estate, smarter, bolder, faster. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Little Eye Leaders is the newest preschool in the Santa Clarita Valley. At Little Eye Leaders, our outstanding teachers lead with intellect, perspective, and heart. That means our programs provide a warm, nurturing atmosphere to meet the unique needs of each child. We believe that play is a powerful form of learning for young children. That's why our kids have every opportunity to learn through the magic and excitement of play. Parents, schedule a tour today by calling 303-0400 or online at littleeyeleaders.org.
Something big is coming to Castaic.
Is it a dinosaur, Bob?
No, Blanche.
Is it the 2020 Olympics?
No.
I know. We're finally hosting the World Cup.
No, silly. They're building Castaic High.
Bob, no way.
Way. Go visit CastaicHighProject.com. You'll get all the latest details.
What's that web address again, Bob?
CastaicHighProject.com.
Again?
CastaicHighProject.com.
Bigger than a dinosaur?
That's right. CastaicHighProject.com.
When it's time to improve your game, it's time for Roger Dunn. Roger Dunn Golf Shops have all the top brands with professional assistants who will actually guide you with helpful advice. They've got it all. The brand names, the apparel, accessories, clubs, training equipment, videos, GPS rangefinders. It's the one store to find the perfect gift for your golfing enthusiast. Roger Dunn is the only Santa Clarita store where you can trade up your equipment. Improve your game. Roger Dunn on Main Street in Old Town Newhall.
Hometown.
I wanted to let you know that I really appreciate the way you guys do what you do.
Your hometown station.
Welcome back. It's the Mom Show on almost Friday, or Friday Junior. I like to call it Thursday. Yay! It's almost the weekend. And you might have half days, or you have parent-teacher conferences tomorrow, huh, Melissa?
Yeah, one kid is off and one kid has half day.
Oh my gosh, great. This is going to be awesome. I love it. She still has to decorate with the kids' home. But we are getting in the full swing of Christmas. That's why we're talking about the new movie, The Star. You guys have seen a little bit about this, right? I'm so excited for it. Animation is one of my passions for many years, and now with the kids, even more so. And we have Kathy Copcutt, the Bel Air mommy, on the line with us. It's a movie review from a mom's point of view. How are you, Kathy?
I'm good, love. How are you guys?
I'm fabulous. Still vicariously living through Kathy's amazing life on the other side of the hill. It feels like you're on the other side of the universe. Go to BelAirMommy.com to follow her amazing story. She is a blogger. She is a parenting expert, and she's fabulous because she gets to go to all these backstage red carpet things.
Yeah.
The last one was the Star movie. We're getting right into it with the clip of Kathy interviewing stars of the movie, Gina Rodriguez and Zachary Levi.
I'm Kathy with Bel Air Mommy, and hi. And so I want to ask both of you, what attracted you to the movie and what made you want to do this movie?
Oh, I'm all about playing pregnant.
Right. I love that.
Yeah, so I'm
Time
virgin again. I was like, yeah, take it. Super into it. I mean, it's a nativity story. For me, it was just like, it's a story that I've been hearing since I was itty bitty. Right. So for me, it was like, it was such a blessing. It was very much an honor. It was cool. And I wanted to work with this one.
Well, we've known each other for a minute. Just like we both did Hollywood Game Night years ago, and I was like, dude, that chick is cool. Like,
I said that chick is cool too.
We just hit it off, and we realized we had some mutual friends and stuff. We bump into each other. I mean, LA is kind of a funny town like that. Like it's a very small town,
right?
Really small. But then you see people that like you jive with, and you're like, oh, they're cool. Like I want to, like we're tribe, you know. And then all of a sudden. I was unemployed, and then and they were like, "Would you like to play Joseph?" And I was like, "Yes, absolutely." I mean, as somebody who grew up in the Christian faith, and this is a really near and dear story to my heart, and I think I've actually played Joseph before in like some church sketch or something.
At school, probably at school.
Probably in school. I don't even know. No, they didn't. I wasn't cool enough back then. I think I was probably like a shepherd or something back then. I gave it to the older kids. Look at me now, being Joseph.
Right.
And but yeah, no, it was just really cool. I was just grateful that that Sony, like a big studio, wanted to take on something. And I think it's smart. I think that they realize that the faith market is a big and robust market, and that there's a lot of need for films for that demographic that are family friendly, that speak truth to the story, but hopefully are done in a very tasteful way, and in a really cool way. Sometimes I think people go to try and make faith-based films, and they go so far. It's like the message is nice, but it's not a great movie.
It's not a great story.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like it's not well put together. And I think Sony's really done a great job in putting this together. And what an incredible cast to be a part of.
It was a hit. My son loved it. He's 4.5. He loved
Yes.
it.
Great.
Loved it.
Perfect.
That's the winner. That's it.
Loved it.
So just have him tell all of his.
He's gonna tell. Well, listen, I
have them tell all of their 4.5-year-old.
He's still in the thing. Our dog's name is Bo, so he's like, "Mom, Bo was there when Jesus was born." I'm like, "Good Lord, no!" And he goes to a faith-based school, so I need to tell his teacher tomorrow morning. Listen, this is what went down this weekend, so don't let him tell the other kids that our dog was there when Jesus was born, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, you're all going to be buying a lot of plushies.
Right.
Hey, Kathy Copcutt on the Mom Show with us. What a fun room of actors you got to hang out in. And by the way, if you watch the video, go to our live Facebook stream or go to hometownstation.com where the podcast is. They're in like this tiny suite, just right around, just sitting around a little table. How fun is that?
It was so intimate, and it was so beautiful, and they were so welcoming and just so comfortable.
Oh my gosh.
They just walked in and they just got right into it, and they were excited. They were just as excited about the movie as we were. So that's what made it even better.
You love that energy. Yeah. Patricia Heaton is in this. Anthony Anderson is hilarious. Kristen Chenoweth, Tracy Morgan, Tyler Perry, Kelly Clarkson.
That's awesome.
Oprah, Gina Zachary. I mean, this thing is filled with stars, recognizable names and faces. I should have set this up for you too. If you don't know, the movie is the nativity story seen through the eyes of the animals. Is that right, Kathy?
Correct. It's seen through the animals, and it's given the perspective of the animals. And what's really great about it is, in our everyday lives, there's so many things around us, but once you see this movie, you realize, I know we know this, but it just in front and center that there was really nothing back then. No. You had to walk everywhere, and you depended
There's
on
no
the
Uber.
animals.
No Uber in the old times?
There was no Uber, right? There was no ways to pull out your phone to see, how far you got to go. There's no GPS, nothing. You walked it, and you followed, you were guided by the stars. My God, that's my, oh, Lord.
Oh, it's funny. And so this is this special story. That's the way that it's been told before. You've never seen it like this. I love it. It's very childlike to me to tell the story from an animal's point of view. It's kind of how your kids will take their little stuffed animals and tell stories and do little. It feels like that. So I feel like it'll really connect with kids. What age group do you think is good for moms to take the kids?
Listen, I would even say 3. If your kiddo can sit still, this is such a great movie. Such a great movie, and I normally agree by saying go see it the weekend that it opens. Honestly, I would see it right before you put up your Christmas tree, so that way it'll get you in the mood. And then for me, it was an epiphany on why we need to put a star on top of the tree, because you follow the star. It's just so there was as you know, my little one goes to a faith-based school. We go to church every week. So I clearly did not know certain things, and I picked up things in the movie, and I thought, that makes sense.
Oh.
They simplified it. They simplified it for me, so I was like, I get it now.
And the soundtrack is good? That's what my kids always care about, is the music.
The soundtrack, it's beautiful.
Awesome.
I can't wait for it. It's the star. Chris Christopherson's in it. This is Keegan-Michael Key's in it.
It looks like a lot of old and new SNL people in there. Look at
the cast is phenomenal.
That's right. A.D. Bryant from SNL. Okay, Kathy, we love catching up with you. Watch for more video.
I love you.
Love
I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Have fun on the next thing.
Bye.
Kathy will be back on the Mom Show next year.
Bye.
Next week. My goodness.
Next week.
Goodness.
Next week,
Thanks,
and it'll
love.
be Thanksgiving, so there you go. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye, honey. Bye. Go to buywix.com or search BuyWix on Facebook to find our friend Melissa Dell, who's with us. That's BYEWix.com. Thank you for being on here and talking about Scentsy and working from home. We'll have you back again. And thank you for being with the Mom Show every Thursday on KHTS.